Saturday, despite the troubles offensively, especially in the first half. What does it say about your team that you were actually able to stay in the game and actually make a run at the end of the game?
You know, we're a pretty resilient group. Like you said, we didn't have a great start to the game, and we were fighting uphill from that point on, especially starting that first quarter. They had a 20-point lead. And with guys out, we just have to be a bit more, have a bit more awareness of it. Our margin for error is smaller. But loved our fight, proud of our effort. Once again, we just have to be a bit smarter with how we do things.
Looking at Washington, Kyle Kuzma's having the best year of his career. How have you seen his game evolve from when he was with the Lakers to where he is right now?
He was already evolving with LA, and then coming here, his game is expanded. He's shooting the ball exceptionally well. He's getting to the basket, making plays for teammates. He can really score. So a guy that we're going to definitely have to pay attention to tonight.
One more. Are you aware that the last time New Orleans won in this building, you played 20 minutes off the bench?
No, I'm
not. Can you put your finger on how those things happen in the league where it's just tough to win in a certain place?
Yeah, you know, teams take pride in taking care of home court. And especially when you're a West Coast team and you only see teams once a year, most of the time that we come east, we have a number of games in a row. You know, all of those, everything that I'm saying is an excuse. The fact of the matter is teams try to take pride in taking care of home court and coming out and playing in front of their home fans. So once again, you have to do a really good job of having a high-level game plan discipline for games like that.
Naji's ability to make plays off of the dribble, how important is that skill for him? How does that open things up, his handle?
It opens up a lot, especially with having guys out. We need all of our guys to take just another step in their ability, and Naji's proven that he can do that.
Well, as you know, there have been an awful lot of 50-point-plus games in the league this year. The league, it's on a pace for a record. Are there any theories that you have of why this occurs?
One theory is the guys are just incredibly skilled, and their offensive talent is just off the charts. This wave of players that have come into the league, they got a chance to watch LeBron, and they get a chance to watch Steph and KD, and the game is evolving and growing. There's a bit more scoring, so the game is definitely changed from 80s, 90s, where you can put your hands on guys a lot more. The scoring was lower, so those two theories would probably be mine.
Yeah, when you're looking at a guy going from year one to year two, a lot of times you look at, hey, his points are going up X or his rebounds have gone up X, but you've always said with Herb, you don't really measure what he does with the box score. So for you, just how do you properly measure just how he's improved going into year two?
Just continuing to play the game the right way for Herb. He's a guy defensively that we're going to put on most teams' best players. So he spends a ton of energy on the defensive end. His offensive game will continue to evolve, especially when we have, when we're fully healthy. He'll get more looks because of the attention that the other guys draw. But right now, just continue to play the game and be solid and just make the right play every time down.
Yeah, you said the amount of attention other guys get, and teams oftentimes kind of look at him and say, we're going to make you make shots, and his three-point numbers are a little bit down this year. How much has that been an ongoing conversation with him about just his three-point shot and just kind of improving that?
It's not an ongoing conversation. It's just more, just trust your work. He puts the work in, you get open, take it with confidence. If not, 0.5 from there, drive the ball or connect with a teammate.
Larry's probable. You expect to be able to have him tonight?
He'll go out and warm up, and then we'll give you guys an update, but we'll see how he feels. Yeah.
Has Brandon been able to do a full practice yet, or is that maybe the goal for tomorrow to kind of maybe get him a full practice in?
He hasn't had a full practice yet. We're hopeful that sometime on this trip we can get a full practice in.
You mentioned your squad is resilient. When did you notice that? Can you pinpoint it? And how does that manifest itself into what this team has been able to accomplish this year?
I think it's something that it's in the guys for sure, but it's those are conversations that we continue to have of how to take our hard work and make it more competitive. How can we go from working hard to being a highly competitive team? That's what allows us to be resilient. So we constantly have conversations about what that looks like as a group, and it's a credit to our guys. They buy into what we want to accomplish on the floor. They buy into trying to win every day, whether that's film, walkthrough, treatment, eating right, getting the rest. All of those things contribute to being a resilient group, and those are the conversations that we have.
Coach, you've been a part of the game planning for Porzingis for a long time. What do you notice, if anything, that's been different in his play this year?
Very similar to Kuzma, changes scenery for him being here in DC. He's evolving, he's shooting the ball, he's healthy, and he's another high-level scorer. Once again, that you have to be aggressive with from the start. Can't allow him to have clean looks. Being 7 foot plus, you got to get out and contest him early. He's a guy again that we have to definitely pay attention to start the game.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to ask you about a former Wizard, Garrett Temple. How's his veteran leadership topped the club this year?
Garrett's been great. We couldn't ask for a better leader on and off the floor than what Garrett brings for us. We have something called a conditioning league championship where you do all the extra work, and Garrett is usually at the top. So he's leading by example. He's vocal in the huddles with the young guys. He's taking guys out to dinner. He's helpful for me as a new, younger coach in the sense that, when he doesn't play, he totally gets it. And he does everything that you need to have a winning program.
Could I ask about Dyson Daniels, please?
Sure.
How he's playing at the moment and what you see as his potential?
Dyson's potential is unlimited. And we're extremely proud and happy to have a young, hungry player like him. And, he's going to hit some ups and downs, which is he's kind of in one of those moments now where offensively things haven't clicked the last 4 or 5 games. But he's another guy that stays in the gym. He's the first one there, last one to leave. And we just believe he has a bright future.
Similar question, like Alvarado's qualities off the court, something that Jose Alvarado's qualities off the court that people don't see on a regular basis.
What you see from Jose is kind of who he is. He has a big heart, and he displays it every time he steps on the floor. He works hard, extremely hard. He listens. He's a great teammate. I can go on, but the more guys, high character guys that we can have, like Jose, like Dyson, like Garrett in our program, it makes it fun to come to work and be a part of this journey. Okay, thank you guys.